Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run the counter. It's Jackson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go, let's bring it. Yellow. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What? Who it is? 52. Hey, we got 3 down.
On 1st down, it's Alexander, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Run now. Tie you right. Over.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left.
Number 3, Russell Wilson on the keeper. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
What? 380. Run now. Watch tight is right. Watch tight is right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Start.
looking to throw on second down. Wilson is complete to Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
14, got it. Let's go, you tighten up.
On second and 9, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, watch it.
They'll try the left side. Alexander. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
there. Good job right there.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
What? 380. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the 39, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the ground, it's Lynch. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
What? 380. 59. We want this. 14. Check. 59.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Lynch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Lynch. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill. Yellow.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, this is Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you. 15. Yellow. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here it comes. Here it comes. 6 guys.
Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Right there, 54, right there.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Pass incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let him know, let him know.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hey, watch that. Let go. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect. Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, 57 colors. 57 colors. Get that quarterback.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bring out. Go. Let's get off the field, man. Let's get off the field.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wilson now from the gun on 3rd down. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lynch. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 31, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run it with Jackson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Pushing through the contact. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On the run, this is Jackson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down. It's Alexander, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Good job right there. Good job right there. Shit. Watch the shit. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Hey, alert 3.
They'll try the left side. Alexander. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
19.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Slam. You gonna take. You got take.
On 1st down, it's Alexander, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Silver.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Barber. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on first down. Alexander. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 7, Wilson on the move to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the carry, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now it's Jackson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Yellow. Let's go, Arnie. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Tight dog. Check safety. Hero 15.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Win the rep. Let's go right here. 29 is the Mike 29. Okay, double.
Now Mahomes. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Good job right there.
Wilson to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go, folks.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
65. Shoot! Shoot! Hey, color. 15. Scene 6.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Come on. Watch the twins. Hey, Riblet. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
43. Hey, 43, 15. 29 is the Mike 29. 3 bud. 29. Yellow. Mike 29.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. On 1st down, it's Alexander. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 59. Mike's 59. Watch twist. Check 13. Good job right there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only